So I know I have been missing for a couple of days, but honey, I do still hope that you guys are practicing your gratitude. Remember, if you do mess up, you can't go back the past 3 days. So we've already covered days 1, 2, and 3. I am here to cover days 4 through 8 because even though I haven't been on here with you guys, I've been spending time with my family. We've been getting closer. It's just been honestly a great time. Like, this is the time really to connect with your family, your friends. Call that friend you've been thinking about. Square some things away. You don't necessarily have to open that friendship back up, but just clear some things out of your heart and your mind. That's what we're doing. So today I'm here to talk to you about gratitude day 4. So for gratitude day 4, and also if you skip a day, or if you feel like I'm not going to be consistent enough on here for you guys, I'm going to try to be on here every single day, but I am also manifesting myself, you guys. So I'm putting these things into action. I'm not just coming on here doing videos for you guys, because the only way that this is going to work is if we actually put it into action. So I did put the link under my videos to where to go to, so you know what practices to do for each day to follow along with this. But I also wanted to touch base with you guys too, because I don't want you to feel like I'm just preaching and I'm not actually putting this into action. You know what I'm saying? So for day 4 was magic health. So what I did was I took a piece of paper as instructed by the challenge, and I wrote the gift of health is keeping me alive. And on 4 different occasions, I looked at that piece of paper and I read it out loud. The gift of health is keeping me alive. The gift of health is keeping me alive. The gift of health is keeping me alive. Especially in this day and time, y'all, if you have your health, you definitely need to be thankful for it. You need to be thanking God for that. I don't know how many times. Just whenever you take a breath, thank the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, it's so many people in the world who are dying from this epidemic. Like, it's so much. So we definitely don't want to take our health for granted. Along with doing that, I woke up that morning, wrote 10 things that I was grateful for, and I started my sentences off with, I am truly grateful for. I am so happy and grateful for. I am truly blessed with all my heart. Thank you, God, for blah, blah, blah. I made sure I emphasized the gratefulness at the beginning of the sentence and closed it out with thank you, thank you, thank you. Because 3 is the number of completion, and that seals it in. You know what I'm saying? So on 4 different occasions on day 4, I wrote a piece of paper, the gift of health is keeping me alive as instructed. And I went ahead and looked at it on 4 different occasions and made sure I emphasized my gratuity. I don't know if that's the proper word for that, but my gratefulness, that's the best word for it. So on day 5 was money practice. Child, if ain't nobody feeling money pains right now, your girl is, okay? And I am not used to that feeling. Anybody that knows me will tell you, your girl is a little bougie, okay? And I'm proud of it, because I've worked very hard to get where I am, and I deserve to be that way, because I know how much work it takes to get to where I am. With the help of God and myself, I have made it pretty far. I think I'm moderately successful. I definitely have a long way to go and a lot to learn, but I'm grateful for where I am. And honestly, if you don't follow me on other social medias, you know that I am a plus size model. And I also am a nail technician. I love doing nails. I did these. It's a video coming on them soon. So because of the coronavirus and everything that is going on, I'm not able to work at my shop, unfortunately, just to, of course, protect myself and protect my clients, and also just the state board has regulated it, and I think that that's very important to keep your health front and foremost. So to protect me as well as my clients, I'm not working at the moment. And of course, if you don't work, because I'm an independent contractor, if I don't work, I don't get paid. I mean, that's just pretty much it. And it just all boils down to my money saving practices and how I'm managing my money and making sure I'm managing my money well. But of course, if you keep taking out of the well and you're not replenishing it, you start to feel a little things. And I'm very diligent and disciplined about my money. I don't like dipping into my savings, so it aggravates the mess out of me when I have to do it, even though right now it's a good reason to, but I don't like doing it. So on day 5 meant a lot to me. On day 5, I took a dollar bill and I wrote on the dollar bill. I took a sticky note because I don't like writing on money, and I think that's actually against the law. Somebody let me know if that's true or not. But I took a dollar bill and I put a sticky note on it, and the sticky note read, "Thank you for all the money I've ever been given throughout my life." So I took a dollar bill and I wrote that on it. And every time I looked in my purse or every time I came across that dollar bill, I read it out loud. As I went throughout the day, I made sure I read it out loud. So at the beginning of the day, of course, I started off with the 10 things that I'm grateful for. At night, I held my gratitude stone in my hand and thanked the Lord for the best thing that happened to me that day. But for day 5 is the practice of money. Being grateful for your money, all you've had and all you're going to receive. And I put that sticky note on that dollar bill and I said thank you for all the money I've ever received throughout my life. On day 6, I really didn't get to put day 6 into practice because of the fact that I'm not at work right now. Day 6 was work like magic. So I just kind of pretended that I was at work. So I started my day off with the 10 things that I was grateful for. At night, I held my stone in my hand. The practice was while you were at work, you were supposed to imagine an invisible manager, taking a look over the things that you were doing. And as you were working, you were supposed to say the things that you were grateful for. So I just pretended that I was at work. And I just said I was grateful for things that I know I would use at work on a normal day. So because I wasn't at work, I actually just went ahead and took the initiative and did my nails. And as I was doing my nails, I was just being grateful for little things like my LED light. Because if I didn't have my LED light, I wouldn't be able to dry my nails. Because I only wear gel, honey. I don't do regular. Nothing against the regular girls, but I don't do that. So I said thank you. I'm so grateful for my LED light. I'm so grateful for my stones. I'm so grateful for my stamper. I'm so grateful for my files. I'm so grateful for my sanding bands. I just made sure I said everything possible I could think of that I was grateful for. Just so I could find a way to put this into practice since I know I'm not going back to work for a while. I was just saying I was grateful to have a job. I was grateful to have a boss that checks in on us and looks after us, because he has been doing that to make sure we're at least doing okay. He's even trying to find ways to supplement our income, which I'm very grateful for that, because he doesn't have to do that because he's fine, So I think this practice is very important. All of this is really important because during this quarantine, we have taken so many things for granted. Even the simple luxuries like going to get your nails done. We can't go and get our nails done. That's a simple luxury that we can't even do right now. I cannot tell y'all how many people are blowing my phone up about a fill-in, and I can't do it. I love my clients to death, but I can't risk my license to do your nails right now. I can't. And I think it's just so awesome that people are really starting to, be grateful for the services that they felt like they could just always get. So that was definitely something that made me feel appreciative, just to have a job, that people actually think that they don't have to have, but they're feeling the absence of not having it, So on day 7 was the magical way out of negativity. Now, I do think that this is one of the most important days in the challenge, okay? The reason why I said this is because you had to list 10 things, I think. Yeah, you had to list 10 things that you were grateful for in a negative situation, right? So I thought of a situation that me and a former friend had. I didn't like the way that things ended. I didn't like the way that I was treated in the situation. And I also felt like I could have handled the situation better. I don't feel sorry for what happened, but I do feel like I could have handled it better. So I took that situation and I wrote down 10 things that I feel that I gained from that situation. And I started off with, I'm so grateful for, I'm truly grateful for, and I'm so glad that. So I turned that negative situation in my mind into a positive situation. So I listed 10 things that I was grateful for, and I ended the list with my 3 thank yous. And I ended it, thank you, thank you, thank you for the perfect resolution. So I do feel like, even though me and that former friend have not really made amends, we've stated, well, I stated that I'm gonna have peace with that situation. I feel like everything works out how it's supposed to. You know, not to sidetrack, I just feel like it was a lot of codependency on both ends, and sometimes you do need to separate and have that space, you know. So I do feel like there is going to be a positive resolution at the end of the day. And I do feel like that's a great way to start training your mind to, 1, think through situations, and 2, just not have a negative outlook on things. Life is too short. People are dropping by the dozens, literally right now. People are dropping by the dozens. So you don't have time to be holding on to negative things. And also, on that day, just for that day, I had to go through the day without saying anything negative. And if I did say something negative, I had to stop it and say, but, and then add something positive onto it. And I'm still practicing that every day since. It's really hard to do because you really don't notice how negative you are till you start thinking about what you say. Like, that's crazy. And it's amazing to me how after doing this challenge, I have noticed that I have attracted so many negative things in my life because of how I speak. Like, y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all, I caught myself saying all types of negative things that day. And I'm like, girl, okay, negative Nancy, like, you got to get it together. You've got to get it together. And that's what we're doing with this challenge. We're getting it together. On Magic Day 8, it was called the Magic Ingredient. So, of course, I start off with the 10 things that I'm grateful for. At the end of the day, I hold my gratitude walk in my hand and say what I'm thankful for. And I'm looking through my notes, y'all, so don't think I'm texting or anything. On that day, before I ate or drunk anything, I had to kind of like pretend I was sprinkling like a magic ingredient of gratitude onto my food. And I was just saying, thank you. Thank you for my food. Every time I ate, I said thank you for the food. I thank the farmers for growing it. I thank the farmers for taking care of the chickens. I thank the chicken for sacrificing its life to feed me. Like, that was a living, breathing being. And that's kind of why I'm thinking about going vegan again. But that's a side swipe. But I just thought about all the hard work that was put into my food. I even thanked my mom for fixing it. Like, it was so much. It was so much that went into that one little dinner plate. Like, it just amazes me how much we take for granted. We really, really do. So that was it for day 6 through 8. I will definitely see you guys tomorrow for day 9. I'm going to do my best to try to get up really early and post it early for you so we can kind of push through this challenge. And thank you guys so much for bearing with me. To all my new subscribers, hey, how are you? I love you. Please like and share my videos. Make sure you hit the notification bell for when a new video gets uploaded. I do have something new coming for you guys on Monday. That's not a part of the gratitude challenge. I miss and love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being a part of my family. And thank you to all my Reap Bugs who have been here since the A1 day one. I will see you guys later. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Bye.